Coming to you from the biggest little city, the guys, Zach, Trevor, and Chuck, lock in to bring you your weekly fix of beer reviews, killer sports takes, sidebars, and all the fandom you can handle. Welcome to Balls&Brews.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Welcome to Pod 127.
Pretty good.
Oh, yes. I do like that.
Before we get to what we're drinking, I think you guys got some attire to switch.
Oh, wow. This happened quickly.
It did.
Sure do.
wasted
Yeah.
no time.
No time wasted on this one.
It's multiple hat bets. So, yeah, Downey gets to run the pod today.
I thought about going all A's. I really did.
Sure.
But you guys don't hate the A's as much as you hate the team that you're about to put on. So I figured might as well go with the Laker hats for everybody.
And it sucks because I like the color pattern of this hat. Like, I like this hat other than that it's a Lakers hat.
I like the one that Trev has on, like the fit of that
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do too.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
good fit.
new era versus this is Mitchell and
Yep.
Ness. So,
Alrighty. So, what are we drinking, Charlie?
So this right here is Milk Stout by our friends at Bike Dog, which is a hilarious name. The logo is great. Check out this can. It'll be up on X and Instagram here shortly. 4.6, just out of West Sacramento, California, just over the hill. It's our first time featuring these guys. And Zach, tell us how you got your hands on it.
When Angelique went down to California a couple weekends ago, right? She, Chris, who we know through high school, me and Trev, his son was having a birthday party, and she gave Chris money because he likes good beer too. Like he always brings up good beer when he comes up for like Christmas and shit like that. So Angelique gave him some money. He came up 2 days ago. He had to come up into Reno 2 days ago, so he brought and just dropped it off at the house. We have another 2 beers to try. There's a pecan stout, right? That was the other one that was in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then we have an amber Mexican lager to try too.
Which is a mouthful
Yeah.
of beer. Sounds so. I'm interested. This one drinks at only 4.6, which is very nice because we'll get into the reason why we're drinking low APVs today.
Yes.
Very silky. I like it. It's not overly sweet. It does have chocolate and it does have a nice body, but it doesn't overly sweet.
Yeah.
Which
That's
helps.
a good thing,
Yes, it does. So I would definitely thumbs up so far to Bike Dog.
Yeah, I got
funny 2 words to say Bike Dog.
I love the logo.
Yeah, the logo is
The
great.
dog with wheels.
Yeah, he is the bike. The dog is the bike.
Your best friend loves this beer.
Yeah,
Great
it's
slogan.
a good stout to start off. Nice, easy drinker.
Yeah.
4.6.
Oh, we need that.
So
So
the reason we do need it is because we all went to Brew Haha last night. And if you don't know what Brew Haha is, in Reno, the Nugget puts it on. It's like for local artists, also
the
sell their
Sierra-
stuff.
Yeah, the Sierra Arts Foundation.
Thank you, Charlie. And it just got tons of breweries. Like what do you like rough estimation? 20 plus?
Oh, more
Was
than
it 20?
that.
Yeah, I would
What
say it was
irritates
closer
me
to
was like, and some of them don't
30.
even like. You don't even like Abel Baker. We didn't know they were even there. They were just hidden in the corner. Like,
Well, that was
they
because
didn't even advertise it.
well,
like-
some of the breweries do that because it's the one. So Abel Baker and the other 2 breweries on that table
right.
were probably being dispensed or whatever. You know, whoever ships them out.
Right.
That's who was working that table. They weren't actually there.
Right. No, I get
So
you.
that so they ran all 3
Right.
breweries on the one table
Right.
to show off. Which one of the best beers was from Abel Baker. It was called a Mango Drop. Drink to 5%. It was delicious.
It was very good. I'm glad you shepherded me
A
over
Heffy?
there. Yeah. Which was funny because I would put that on the number 2 Heffy that week. I still think that Monkeys Throw Mangoes was a better overall beer. I know, great name for a beer as well.
Yeah.
Was that the
That's the mango one from
the mango
Shush
wheat?
Boom. Yeah, from Shush Boom.
Mango tangerine.
Yeah, that one was super good. And that fucker drank at a 7.7. That was
Yes.
sneaky. That thing was sneaky.
So that would have been my number 2 and 3 beer of the night. Number 1 beer of the night was the Mexican chocolate peanut butter stout. That was just absolutely delicious.
It was delectable.
I like that one a little bit better than this. Heather found it. It was just so much. It was so chocolatey.
Very
it was so
chocolate.
chocolate and
It
so
was
peanut
good.
butter. And it drank, what I say, 7 7. I just looked it up. 7.5. 7.5. I ended up going back there a lot, like a lot. And then my fourth favorite beer was from
Tahoe Ale Works.
Tahoe Ale Works. Yeah, shouted them out. They got great pizza. We'd go there all the time, but they had a sour that was phenomenal.
I've seen that sour
the
before, but I
style.
held off on picking it up just because I wasn't sure how it would go over.
It's this. Okay, so here's what we've come to figure out.
We've come to figure this out.
Is that the smoothie style is right up Zach's alley.
Yeah.
He likes the consistency of it and matches the flavor profile a little bit better for him. And no, I agree. All of those beers that you named were really good. I didn't even have like my own pour of the Belching Beaver. I've had that plenty of times. I leaned heavily. I was also drinking Detour Red by Parlay 6. I was kind of scratching that itch there. I even fucked around with a Moscow Mule with some fresh ginger beer that was really good a couple of times.
Do you remember
Two Town ciders?
Oh, Two Towns had a variety of flavors.
I had a mango cider that was really good.
So, second drink of the night for me.
Okay.
First drink was Mind Haze Watermelon, which is good. But, dude, a fucking shot.
Yeah.
So, I literally finished it and was like...
in line. You're like, can you please help?
Second pour of the night.
Please.
Went to California or Golden State.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cidery.
They were only pouring little fucking minuscules, too.
Oh, the guy poured me a half. It was a fucking Imperial pineapple cider that was really good.
I had the ginger lime, and I had the the tropical pog, which was like the passion fruit orange guava, and that was good. They were both good, but I didn't get enough. I literally slugged back the first one. I was like, "Can I try this one too?" I was like, "Come on, bro!" Like,
yeah, I like give me about a half a glass.
You need 4 ounces. Like, if you're gonna give me a pint glass, it's different than if you only give me the 2 ounce. Like, some beer tasting events only give you the little guys, and they'll fill those up. That's what they're designed for. But if you give me a fucking pint glass, yeah, exactly. Sometimes even smaller, but. If you give me a pint glass and you give me an ounce and a half, like that's one swig. Like I'm not even going to get out of line before I need more beer. Like that's not okay.
Yeah, that's what happened. At the end of the night with me, I was getting half glasses and they were going in 2 swigs.
Well, yeah, because that's what, towards the end of the night is dangerous because all the breweries that have beer left are trying to get rid of it. They're not trying to take it home
on some occasions,
especially if they're tapped. If they're cans, it's different. They're not going to. But if it's a keg, they're trying to get rid of it. Like,
yeah, so Shush Boom. Lead Dog was there. Lead Dog only had their peanut butter and one other one. I think I had a peanut butter at one point.
Oh, it's just like
at least one.
I was just like a regular cerveza. Like I think it was just like a Mexican
I had the porter. The other porter I had was from Fox. So I had the Baltic. So I did the Baltic porter from what's it called?
Gotcha, from 50/50.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
And then I did the Fox had 4 beers.
Sip of the night. Yeah.
I did that one, Sip of the Night porter, and then we had the WTF Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, which was another good beer. I wasn't going to be able to go back and have it.
That was a heavy beer. That was like a German heavy, and like it was good.
Golden Butter Browner is what they were trying to sell it to you.
It was good, but I didn't want more than one.
Do you remember the name of that tea that we went and got?
Ooh, yeah, it wasn't. It was the Arnold Palmer ones, right?
Yeah, those were so good. I felt like that settled my stomach.
Those were the Sun Cruisers.
Sun Cruisers.
Yeah, they were great.
You know, I got a bone to pick with the ready to drink community though, real quick. Can I do a little sidebar with this?
Here we go.
Not so much specifically with the ones that actually have multiple ingredients, but fucking water, carbonated water with a little bit of alcohol and natural lime essence is $24 a 12-pack. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
We found those 3 or 4 years ago at Brew Haha, and they never really came out in the stores, and this was the first time I'd seen it back.
Which ones?
The alcoholic waters.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, I'm saying specifically White Claws or like Trulies or like. It's literally just water, carbonated, and natural flavoring with added alcohol. You don't even brew the alcohol. Like, the alcohol gets put into it. Like, they got us by the huevos because, like, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, $20 for a 12-pack.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
way
on
too
sale.
expensive.
Yeah, dude. In consideration to, like, you can take a beer that takes fucking 3 to 6 months to make, and that shit's, $12 for a fucking 6-pack or, whatever. And, like, $24 for a 12-pack of fucking water, dude. Come on. Like, but it's convenient and people like it, dude. They sell. Like, I don't see us going backwards anytime soon with that. Like,
Nope.
They're only going to get more and more popular. Like, you don't
Well,
have
that's
to,
what everybody drinks now.
Well, yeah, we got sissy drinkers. Nobody had to pay their dues with fucking Keystone.
That's
and
part of
fucking
it.
Milwaukee's shittiest.
And I mean, it is easy to drink, but I just hope it gets popular where it just prices itself out and then just has to fall back.
I'm very surprised it hasn't already because everybody does a version of them now, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, literally every brewery has, from Budweiser's to Coors to Corona to fucking Arizona's in the game. Then you have your Twisted Teas, stuff like that. Like, yeah, no, the ready-to-drinks are ginormous in the alcohol sphere as of the moment, and I don't see that changing just because of convenience and taste. A lot of people just want, fruity flavored, easy-to-drink shit,
Yeah, and really, I mean, how good are most of those? There's not that many, I feel like, that are ready-made.
Really good?
Really good.
Sure. So, shout out to Brew Haha overall really fun night.
Super fun.
Yes.
Obviously, all three of us are paying for it in different ways today. Mr. Downey didn't get out of bed until about 12 o'clock, he was saying. Good for him.
Well, I got up a couple times and I just kept laying. I just went back and laid down. The bumper wasn't getting us. I was like, fuck, if he not moving, I ain't fucking moving.
Hey.
I could lay my ass here all fucking day if I needed to.
Chilling, big chilling. Well, until 2 p.m. until we got a pod to record.
Yeah, I had to go get my car.
Yeah, that was good.
Still got to get mine.
I know. Angelique's like, you should just have Trevor leave his keys. I was like, when was I ever thinking about that?
Yeah.
And then I got to drive Trevor's car back, and then you're going to come pick me up?
Nah,
So-
when you got here, I was almost thinking I was going to drive you to the Nugget to get your car, man.
That's funny. So overall, so Heather's got to take you back to his place.
I could catch a ride. I
Yeah.
believe after the pod.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Especially since we're not probably pounding the back this pod, so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that. No, that will not be occurring. I'm enjoying this, but slowly. Is the word.
But a very fun. Just another great Brew Haha. I
And
didn't love the setup this year, but it also didn't seem as busy to me as it has been in the past.
Well, that's because where they did move it to, you were in the taller section of the ballroom, which was super nice. You didn't have to go over to the low ceiling.
And
It always
sweat it
felt
out.
exactly. It felt fucking.
But it didn't seem like there was as many people.
There was one moment, like right at about like in between 8:30 and 9, when like the full everybody was there but then like the VIPs obviously filtered out first because they were there earlier. Like you could tell, it was funny looking around by like 10 o'clock. Only the Warriors were left. Like everybody else got.
Maybe we shouldn't have been.
Well, where they screwed up is that where they normally put stuff on that back wall was empty, and I guess you could kind of chill right there, but that was behind the breweries, and they weren't necessarily letting a whole lot of congregating happen there. I felt like they wasted a lot of space there. I love that they moved it into the taller section, and but they needed to use the other part of the floor as well. I thought a little bit better, but yeah, no small fucking claustrophobic, little area over there. Overall, great night.
Yep.
So that band, I wanted more out of the band. The band was not very good. I'm sorry.
It was better than the comedian.
There was a comedian?
Like
3 years ago or whatever?
Dude,
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, dude, he was begging for laughs too. I do remember that. He's like, "Ha, here's the punchline, ha."
Everything
And
was
everybody
like about
just
like
no.
Well, and it also was about like his testicles and his dick. Like that's what like
that's the humor. That's the lane he was choosing to run in.
It seemed like that's where he was trying to get his
One
laughs.
dick and ball joke can be funny, but if you're trying to make a 30-minute fucking routine,
the DJ was.
I just put on a song.
Yeah.
I love Run DMC. We heard It's Tricky 4 times. 4
That
times.
playlist wasn't very large.
Do you understand how many songs are in the world? You do not need to play the same song that many times.
Well, let's jump into
Sports ball.
AFC Championship, NFC Championship game, boys, last weekend at the house.
Oh, boys. What a fun weekend that was, too.
It was. First game, exciting, but a different exciting than the second game, right? I mean, 10-7. It seemed like the Broncos kind of had it the whole first half. I mean, I guess we got to talk about the 4th and 1, right?
Should have kicked the field goal. The whole house was screaming, take the points. Take the fucking points.
And then no more points were scored.
Yeah, no, exactly. And
how valuable were those points?
You knew the storm was coming in. You have weather people on your fucking staff.
You're in fucking Denver. Like, it's not like...
Yeah, it's not just
you're not in San Diego playing a fucking football game. But you're like, oh, fuck, snow.
But like, you knew it was going to be bad, too. Yes. You knew it was going to be bad. They knew that storm... It wasn't like the storm just popped up.
Right.
They knew that storm was coming, and then the second half of that game was going to be all, like, in the snow. Sean Payton came out and said he wanted to be up 14-0 at that point. But, dude, you'd have been up 10-0. And you didn't go. You didn't have another drive.
The game.
You didn't have another drive after that. Then you had the Stidham backward throw fumble thing that basically gave the Patriots the ball there. They scored a touchdown there, and then they kicked another field goal. I mean, I think did they each miss a field goal too at some point in the game?
Yes.
But
yeah,
I don't know, man. We talked about it 2 weeks ago with the Bears not kicking field goals in the first quarter and going for it.
Specifically in the first quarter, first half.
Points.
Don't chase them. If they're right in front of you, end the drive with some points because you don't know what later in the game is going to hold.
Anything. There could be a big injury. There could be anything that can happen.
Turnovers, yeah.
And I think that's part of, and Dan Campbell we talked about it, Dan Campbell lost to the Niners. 2 years ago in the playoffs, not kicking field goals.
No, oh, dude, his hard-headed motherfucker was like 4 or 5 field goals he gave up that he went for.
Dude, because there's a thing of scoring and then kicking off. You just got scored on.
Right.
You stopping somebody, there's a momentum build in a 4th and 1 stop or a 4th and 2 stop or whatever it is.
You can't go broke taking a profit. Adding points onto the scoreboard is always a good thing.
And you going up
always
going up 10-0. I know you wanted to be up 14-0. You were still going to be up 10-0. That's still a 2-score game.
One of the reasons why we were a 1 seed was because we won a whole game by kicking just 6 field goals. We won a game 18 to 16, all field goals.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't.
Got you the first seed.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand what goes through these coaches' heads on this stuff.
We were actually the most conservative team on 4th down. It kind of bucked the trend of, like, there were a lot of successful coaches going for it on 4th. We only went for it, I think it was like 17 times and converted like 12 of them. So we had a high conversion rate.
I mean, in the game, you got the snow, right?
Right.
You had 11 first downs for the Broncos, 12 first downs for the Patriots. Total yards, Patriots had 206 total yards, and the Broncos had 181 total yards.
Good defense, both sides.
And that's what you get in the snow. Dude,
snow games change.
There's not the cutting, it's straight away.
Right. Or you got you got to adjust your, like, where you're throwing the receiver to, because, like, he's going to have to round the cut instead of just being able to just, put his foot in the grass. And,
you're right.
Yeah, so
it takes away from the offense. So defense is just running straight, But taking the points. And then I think another kind of crazy thing, the outcome of this, obviously the Patriots going to another Super Bowl with a whole nother coaching regime, a whole nother coaching staff, a whole nother quarterback. The Broncos fire 3 coaches after the game on Monday. Their offensive coordinator, like their cornerback coach, and somebody else. They fired 3 different coaches.
Oh, wait. Those coaches got jobs, though, a couple of them. Then the passing game coordinator got a job for... Oh, God.
Not in Denver.
Yeah, but I just thought it was crazy that you fired 3 coaches after that.
The NFL,
and your offensive coordinator.
NFL has gotten so like that. It's so knee-jerk. I mean, for goodness sakes, the Minnesota fucking GM got fired while he was at the Senior Bowl earlier this week scouting for the team because Sam Darnold walked out of that room and made the Super Bowl.
That is exactly the reason he got fired.
1,000,000%. I'm not saying it's necessarily wrong, but, like, crazy to think that it happened at this part of the season. Like,
yeah, like you're kind of you've been out of the you weren't going to make the
You
playoffs.
weren't in the playoffs,
so
right?
You had
right.
4 weeks now.
So regardless of what Sam Darnold did, like you saw, he was already the 1 seed. Like you already saw where the trajectory was. Like I'm surprised they didn't get a quicker.
You're
jump
right.
on
That was. I thought when that came out, I went, "Oh shit!" And I went,
the timing.
that's because Sam. Because all this noise is starting to come out of that building now.
Sure.
A lot of the building wanted Sam back. Guess who a lot of the building is? The receivers and the coach, who didn't want him back. They thought the GM was like the main pusher of it,
Sure.
you know? So, I mean, might as well get to that game, Charlie. Congratulations, bud. What a really good game.
It's a Seahawks world. You're just living in it.
A really good game. Ended up being 31-27. Seahawks get the dub. Both quarterbacks throw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. We literally watched a masterclass in the quarterbacking position. In
their QBRs were off by 0.2. 0.2.
And not just in quarterbacking, we saw a masterclass in offensive play calling against 2 defenses that are both really good. The Rams need a lot of help in the back end, like cornerback and stuff like that. Sammy tore them apart, and then Matt tore 27 points against the Seahawks team for over 300 yards throwing the ball is a pretty good game with no picks. So both quarterbacks, both offensive play callers did an excellent job on the offensive side of the ball.
It was just a very clear case of 2 teams knowing each other, right? Like third match between those teams this year. George Halani came in and spelled Kenneth Walker very well. Only had like 1 drop, but he played well. Our left tackle situation's getting healthier, which is good. Darnold didn't show any issues with that oblique. So, with another week off in between, the Super Bowl week he'll get to do media row. And that game got, it got sweaty palms for sure. When fucking Reek Woolen, dude, like.
Yeah, that was the stupidest fucking thing.
It was not the only reason, but the biggest reason why that game was as close as it was. That was 3rd and 12, and he makes a great stop. We were going to get the ball back on a punt. And instead
had room to separate.
Yeah, and instead, we were separated. We were up by 11. We could have gone, and grinded some clock down. Even if we get another field goal or something like that, change anyway. So, because then he gets right over the top of his noggin. The very next play, Puka touchdown in the corner of the end zone. It's just like fucking A, dude.
Like that's why I don't. One of my things, if I'm like looking for players, I love Reek. I was one of the ones that champion him coming out.
Sure.
We don't get to do the interviews or talk to coaches and shit, so we're just taking what we hear.
Sure.
As a GM, I wouldn't be very hesitant to take people that talk shit because of they run their mouth too much because of that fact right there. He turned and went to the sideline and did shit. Boom, 15 yards. That could have lost. That could have been the loss of the game. Like the next play is a touchdown, like Chuck said. You almost could have lost the game on being just a dumbass. Like not because of a penalty, a holding call or something. Literally because you were talking shit to the other sideline.
And we're even warned about.
I was going to say, you walked right by
and the ref told
you. The first ref was just like, hey, bro,
He went like this, go away.
He gave him exactly. And then it's because he walked towards it.
Yes.
He literally, you see his body trajectory go from the field over towards the white sidelines.
When they showed the camera angle up top, we were both like, everybody in the house goes,
what are you doing?
What are you doing, man?
It
wasn't like I thought the refs actually did I thought the refs had a pretty good game. I don't know if there was a lot.
A lot of Rams fans are upset by that defensive holding call. They gave us that 3rd down conversion to run the clock out. A lot of people didn't like that. I don't necessarily disagree with it.
It was a weird.
Well, here's what it is I guarantee you that had happened several times in the game and didn't get called. So now that you're calling it at that juncture of the game,
so we talk about all the time,
is the toughest sell. Because it was a penalty. But those are the kind of penalties you see that all the time. You see that shit all the time.
It's like calling the ticky-tack pass interference in the 4th quarter.
Right, when you hadn't been doing it all game.
You hadn't been doing it and you get
holding calls all of a sudden. Yeah.
It's if you're in the national championship game, they let them play the whole game. They could have had pass interferences all day.
Several.
They didn't call any. And you know what they didn't do? They didn't call any on the last drive.
Nope.
What was the game the week before that we were watching where 2 pass interferences on the same player? Bill's game.
Yeah. Bills Broncos.
Yeah, 2 pass interferences for a total of 57 yards. One, probably. The second one, definitely not.
Right.
Like, that's one of those ones. You didn't call it all game. You can't call it here. So I agree. Like, that was the one call that you just can't make that call in the fourth quarter.
Well, it essentially let us close the game out. It let us take the Rams timeout and then kick it to them with only 25 seconds left. Yeah. So the Rams did get to possess the ball technically, after that. But no, it was a pretty well officialed game. No scores in the fourth quarter. It was funny. It was 31-27 going into the fourth, and it's like, okay, like
and then both defenses started tightening
up. Yeah, and
no turnovers, right?
Yes, that is correct. No fumbles on either side either. Stafford had a sack fumble, but he got on top of it. And there were no picks. Yeah, no, it was a clean game. So shout out to my boys. In a week, we're not going to be running a Super Bowl pod, but we'll definitely recap it the following week after it does happen. Whoop. Let's go. Come on.
Super Bowl preview?
God, I feel like shit.
We'll do that in a second. I'm struggling.
I am, dude. I'm trying to be juiced about
Excuse me.
this. I'm fucking Brew Haha out.
I don't understand why we keep doing this to these players.
What?
When they lose
in
the playoffs. We keep putting these fucking microphones in front of these guys. Like, why are we doing this? Let the losing team, like, just kind of, like, you get you want the full emotion. You get, like, the Deion Dawkins interview when he's sitting there and they go, hey, Josh Allen just stood up in front of the media and said that he lost a game for you guys. And Deion Dawkins just starts crying. Josh didn't lose a game. Josh is like, why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep putting these mics? Devontae Adams breaking down.
Yeah, dude.
Then you have a reporter that asks, hey, when is his first questions to Sean McVay is about Matt Stafford? Is Matt going to play next year? We just fucking lost the game, you asshole. Why? Like, I don't understand why we keep doing this.
I understand why coaches got to give a losing presser. I don't think players should have to.
I don't think they should.
I don't think players should
full
have
agreement
to.
with that, too. It's not necessary. They're fishing just to get...
You just want the one
story,
dude.
And it's nothing. There's nothing to really say after that.
Are you sad that you lost?
We all watched it.
Yeah.
Devontae, you're 0-5 in conference championship games.
Right.
No fucking shit, you piece of shit. Like, why are we asking these guys this stuff?
I know.
It, like, drives me insane. I feel so bad for them. You just lost. You're like, to be in the NFL, you're the biggest competitor in the world, most likely.
You're up
You
there,
have some guys,
sure.
Some guys aren't, but most of those guys are, like, the biggest competitors in the world. They literally just lost and are going home and no longer going to the end goal.
That's one of I'm glad that you brought mentioning that. That's a rule of Joe Rogan in the UFC.
He won't ask.
He will not talk to the defeated fighter. He did that one time with Daniel Cormier, and he broke down on. It was just like, dude, we can't put that out there for this. And it's very different when you literally just got your ass beat, or if you just woke up from being knocked out or something like. But it is the same exact feeling. It's a gut punch.
You got these guys still in their fucking uniforms. Josh Allen's giving a fucking take with his shoulder pad still on.
This is their fucking life, dude. And
we can't be doing this. And
it'll continue to happen.
And then to ask a coach about one of the players retiring after you just lost, and it's like his boy,
right.
like you can't, like, what do we stick to the game? Hey, coach, what do you think about this call here? Hey, coach, you regret not going for it here. Shit like that. Right. Why are we talking about these dudes that they just lost? Like, it just drives me insane.
I get it.
Sorry, little. I just
validated sidebar.
That
very
and
valid.
like
very valid.
You get these. You're asking kids. Like, why are we asking anybody? Like, some of these dudes you got to think are only in their like 20s, 24 years old, 25 years old, and you're getting a microphone shoved in your face after you just lost
a high stakes game. Yeah,
the end of the season. It's not like a regular season.
Exactly.
You're done. This is it.
No, yeah.
AFC, NFC Conference Championship game, and you're fucking sticking a mic in the loser's face.
Yeah, it just feels like all the journalism and reporting, like players like drowning and they're just kind of like just taking pictures. Like, come on,
dude. Violence sells, man. People don't like the nice shit. They like the aggressive stuff.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on now?
We're about to talk NBA. There's a final in a game. The Boston Celtics just beat the Bucks 107-79. The Bucks scored 79 points in an NBA game.
No Giannis.
Well, let's start there. I mean, he wants looks like they've sat him. It looks like he's on the trade.
Which means that you have to trade him then, right? Like,
Yeah,
because
he's
if
gone.
you sit him and then you don't move him, then he comes back and you wasted 2 weeks of the regular
He
season.
kind of had like a calf thing, right? Remember he went off with that calf strain that one game.
When you're talking about a tradable player, though, I'm always a little iffy on what if there's just oh yeah, my big toe hurts,
So-
like, I can't play, coach.
The trade deadline ends Friday.
Thursday, I thought.
Friday, February 5th,
Okay.
or Wednesday, February 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So today we had 2 small moves. Hunter from the Cavs, whatever, from the Cavs gets moved for Schroeder and Ellis to the Kings. Hunter's a guy that I kind of been looking at for a little bit. DeAndre Hunter, a 3-and-D kind of guy. He really D's up any of your wing guys. So that was kind of a surprising move. The Cavs needed to get kind of underneath the second apron. So moving off his contract. But I don't know. I mean, Schroeder and Ellis from the Kings, I don't know.
Schroeder's been on like fucking 47 teams now, dude.
He has been. He was a
been
Laker at one point.
everywhere, dude.
And then you had another small move today, which is, it's just another move. So keep your eye out for any trades. They got to end. I think for the Giannis one, Miami right now is supposed to be the one big suitor because they can match money. And then Golden State's another one because of the first round picks that they have. You have 4, right? You can give up.
I think we might have been.
God, that would be insane.
But
the money is a problem for Golden
money's
State.
the problem for Golden State. There was all that talk about the Knicks, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, because they'd have to move off of like Karl Anthony Towns or somebody to make that trade.
Well, 'cause they
sounds
used-
like he might be on the block anyway.
They used more equity in that Mikal Bridges trade.
Yeah.
That was 4 firsts. That was just a year ago. So they don't have the
they would have to
picks.
trade players. They don't have the picks to trade.
and
and
I
the
don't
Lakers
think that's what the Bucks
and the
want. They
Lakers don't
want
have the money. And the
players, they want
Lakers,
picks.
the Lakers would have to do it in the offseason. They can't do it during season because they don't have the money either with LeBron.
Yep.
So,
Who?
so it looks like it's more like Miami's kind of like the one team unless somebody else sneaks in. The Rockets said they weren't interested. I don't know how you're not interested in Giannis. That's kind of weird because the Rockets would be another team that has the equity and the money in the contracts.
Giannis is the kind of player, though, like, you have to have the pieces around him. Like, he's not a number one in the sense of he's not dropping behind the arc. He's not going to dribble drive. He can slam.
He's not going to dribble drive.
He
can.
He can.
He
but
D's you up. His shooting has gotten better.
his free throws are fucking hard to watch, but that's a different story. I don't know. He's a great player, don't get me wrong. He's obviously a former league MVP and a champion, so it's not to say that he, doesn't have the right stuff, but I don't know. I'd be weary with putting him on my team unless I had some killers around him that are going to give me, 3 balls and good screens and all that kind of stuff.
I would love it for the Warriors. I feel like Steph has the most like gravitational pull of anyone out on the wing, and Giannis is one of them, has some of the most gravitational pull anyone by the hoop.
How many more years of Steph you think we get?
3. Not many, and I don't. I'd rather see the Warriors compete with Steph than worry about what happens after.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get that. You might as well stay current and relevant with the roster you do have.
I could only dream. That would be such. Think about that pairing between Luka and Giannis. He'd be ultimate pick and roll partners, dude. That would work really well. That would be so nasty.
It didn't very John Stockton, Karl Malone.
I know Dame Lillard was injured for a big part of that, but I think that also didn't work out as well.
I think Dame's not,
because they're both kind of ball dominant, and that's I don't know. That's why I don't know if it would work as well as we think. Like what you're presenting with the Lakers, like that's why I think it works with the Warriors, because Steph doesn't have to be ball dominant. He's the most doing the most without the ball in his hands.
Oh, dude, he's exhausting. I'm yawning just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be interesting to see, because if he goes to Miami, it's him and Bam. Bam's like one of those pieces too. Where
He
you
likes Bam.
Yeah.
Too.
Like, I don't know. You say 2 bigs then? I mean, you still have Hero, I guess, if you don't have to put him in the trade.
I think he's got to be in the trade.
But then, you don't, you getting Giannis, now you're just so, where's the rest of your team kind of on that?
That's That's the question mark why it might not get done with Miami.
It's gonna be interesting who he goes to. God, it'd be so badass.
I mean, it seems like
Lakers
it's
trade LeBron
about to happen, but it might even be more beneficial for them just
There's
to wait
no
for
way
the offseason.
the GM lets that happen, dude. To Milwaukee, you think he's gonna get? You think his dumb ass is gonna go from LA to Milwaukee?
I just want him off my
Genie
team,
Buzz
dude. I'm
sign
so
enough.
done.
Ship him out.
I'm so done, dude, with him.
Space Jam 2.0 ain't going to fucking Milwaukee.
Farewell
dude.
tour in Milwaukee.
So
probably
over it.
Cleveland.
Gotta love Luke and Austin Reeves. So trade deadline ends Wednesday. So I mean, let's see what happens. I'm interested to see.
There's gonna be some shaking and grooving.
There's always somebody that
Always
gets
is.
moved. You're like, oh, wow, didn't see that one coming. Trev, I think if the Karl Anthony Towns move happens, I think that could be one of them because
I think he's going to get moved.
that'd be crazy.
I don't. He just doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of that team that well.
Well,
I
we've
feel
kind of
like.
said that last year. It seemed like you had when Karl Anthony Towns was on the court, there was like a Karl Anthony Towns offense, and then when Brunson's on the court, it's like the Brunson offense. It's like they don't have like the same kind of like cohesiveness. It's kind of weird to watch.
Yeah, no, it's noticeable, and I mean maybe if they move off of him soon enough, they could still work out something to get Giannis, but I just don't see them swapping.
Just trade him for Giannis.
I don't
mean,
think
the money's
they
got to
want
be
that.
there.
Yeah, the money's right, but I don't think that's what the Bucks are trying to do.
No, they want draft picks. I'm guessing.
Yeah, they don't want to get older.
Yeah, what good is getting older with nobody around anyone to support the player you bring in?
Yeah, no, the whole idea is when you're taking the cornerstone piece, if you're going to move them, you've got to get younger.
Yeah.
You have to. Like, it's not a win now move. It's a, win in 2, 3, 4 years kind of move.
Last little news before we look at some of these standings in the NBA. Paul George gets suspended 25 games for a substance that's banned. Dude, it's not like he's a fucking rookie. What are you doing?
What are you doing? That was a little common sense action right there, huh?
Like, seriously,
Yeah,
dude.
PG-13.
Why is it, if it's some medicine that you weren't supposed to take, why is it even in your house? Like, where's your, your nutritionist or your fucking dietary person? What are we doing? Like, how do these guys do this? Oh, yeah, I didn't really know. I'm an idiot.
I didn't know there was cocaine in cocaine. Oh, oops. Like, what? No, I know. You got no excuse, dude.
Zero.
I don't have any pity for him. That's
Same.
That's amateur hour.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, Paul George, man, where the fuck have you been?
wasted
lately?
career, dude. That guy could have been one of the best threes of all time and just never after he left Indiana, it never materialized for
Yeah,
him.
because it was him and Russell on the OKC for a little bit, and then he went to where'd he go after that? The Kings? The Clippers.
He's been a paperclip.
Yeah, and then he gets traded to the 76ers. He's hurt all year last year, right?
And
Like,
he's
didn't play
been hurt,
anything.
He was hurt and
That
then
fits.
now suspended. Yeah.
So getting into the standings in the East, dude, Detroit, number 1.
Detroit
On a
35
heater,
and
yeah.
12, dude. Cade Cunningham fucking finally got pieces around him. That team is dominating right now. Number 2 is kind of surprising. The Boston Celtics hanging out at 2 with no Jason Tatum.
I'm not surprised by that.
A lot of people were, but
It's because
2 still seems a little high.
It's pretty high.
I thought they were a little, just because they also really
The
got
East
rid of
is
other guys, though.
Always weaker. The East is always weaker.
Well, New York being at 3. Well, I guess New York's only at 3 because of win percentage. They have the same amount of losses, but New York hasn't played yet. They play the Lakers later on today. So same amount of losses. Then you have it 4, 5, and 6, which is kind of crazy. Toronto, Cleveland, and Philly all have 21 losses. Philly just has played 2 less games. And then 7, 8, 9. Orlando is at 7, just kind of not playing as well as I thought. I thought they would really have a better year. Miami just 24 and 26. And then to round out the last 10, you have the Bulls aren't even above 500 at the 9 seed, and Atlanta's 24 and 27 at the 10 seed. Fucking Wizards are 12 and 35, fellas. The Pacers aren't any better at 13 and 36.
The Wizards have been dog shit for years now. years.
Yeah.
Like the worst
Pacers
record
is
in
just
the
injuries.
the worst record in the
Yeah.
NBA, like for the last like 3 years.
Oh, if you were to combine them, I'd probably put over this decade, probably the 2020s. Yeah,
That'd be fair.
yeah, they are trash, dude. And they make these moves that you're like, okay, what are these moves doing?
Yeah,
They-
they have
they-
Trae Young now.
They just get a bunch of
Yes.
dudes. Yeah, they had Jordan Poole, and like they
Who
just
Didn't
they-
do anything.
No, they just get a bunch of dudes.
They had Kuzma, and they traded him to the
Yeah. No, I know.
Kyle shoots too much Kuzma. Just jacking him up, dude. Just jacking him up. Never saw a shot he didn't like.
Jack City.
In the West, you got OKC at 38-11. Denver is 33-16, and San Antonio's 32-16, sitting there at the 2-3.
Watch out.
Yeah. Houston is 30-17,
Let's go, Wemby.
dominating. See, he shaved his head. And
Yeah.
then the Timberwolves at 31-19, and Lakers at 29-18 at the 6th seed. And then you got the Suns are playing pretty well at 30-19. Golden State hanging on 27-23. Portland is under 500 at 23-26. And then to follow it out, the Paper Clippers are 22-25. And the lonely Sacramento Kings are 12-38. So they're worse. They're worse than the Wizards, because the Wizards are 12-35.
Oh,
Gross.
New Orleans is 13-38.
we got All Star Week coming up in 2 weeks as well. It's always the middle of February.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that game goes. I probably won't watch it, but it's gonna be interesting.
Interesting. I don't know. The NBA's been a little dull so far. We'll see if the trade deadline shakes anything up.
Cooper Flag dropped 49 the other night.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, you did.
That's a big deal.
He's been balling, dude, for a Dallas team that looks like they might be trying to move off from Anthony Davis. I mean,
They are.
Surprise.
surprise, surprise, he's hurt again.
That
Look at
whole fucking. You can't.
that dude's career. He could have been an easy top 5 player for his whole entire career. Like when he's healthy, he is one of the best defenders and offensive players. And that fucking dude cannot just keep his body right. He showed up hella out of weight. Just don't understand it with that guy. Like you could be one of the best, and you're just not
Soft.
soft. Yeah,
That's a good label. Like,
put on the weight.
How do you not just...
Like, yeah, for him, what are you doing, dude? You're literally a top 5 player. When he's like fully healthy, he's easy top 5 player.
Oh, shit, boys. I think that's segment 1.
Yeah, we'll come back with NFL talk in segment 2, preview Super Bowl, and finish out the coaching
It
carousel.
will be our media week all condensed into one nice 50-minute package. See you soon.
Welcome back to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys. And
Welcome
we are
back,
still on the first
everybody,
beer,
and
and we won't be moving off of it.
It's going to be
Zach
staying that way.
is still barely through his top.
It's a recovery day.
Bro, I was at a brewery and I didn't drink any beer earlier,
Yeah.
so there you go.
Shame.
I know. I'm so,
Shame.
I wasn't going to force myself through it.
Let's start with Belichick did not get in on a first vote, boys.
Okay, now we have to say something, and it has to be defiant. And I'm sure if you've listened to any sportscasting over the last week, the narrative is pretty much the same. Trash. Absolute trash. It literally takes away from the validity of the Hall of Fame, if you ask me.
It does.
You talk about a guy who has the more rings than any other, than a franchise, than franchises, than the entire NFL.
Yeah, he
Like,
went
as
to-
one person,
went-
as the head coach.
Went to 9-1-6.
Yeah. And then got 2 as a coordinator under Parcells in the 80s.
The Giants
Yeah, so
revolutionized basically the defensive end / edge position.
yeah, dude. Third winningest overall, first winningest in the playoffs, most conference titles, most division titles, like
Excuse me.
unequivocally the best coach numbers wise.
Yeah, because then it just takes away from like guys like Mike Shanahan, I think, is another one that's on the ballot or something. Like, how are you going to say that even though Mike Shanahan is probably the Hall of Fame coach, how are you going to vote him in after not voting Belichick in? Or Mike Tomlin. Like, Mike Tomlin's got 1 Super Bowl, right? If he doesn't go back to coaching the next couple of years, he'll be up for the Hall of Fame. You cannot vote Mike Tomlin in on a first ballot if you didn't vote Bill Belichick. You cannot tell me Deflategate and Spygate hindered. Like, Deflategate, come on, dude. Tom Brady deflated a fucking football. Like, that's what we're, like, upset about here? No, we're upset because they fucking beat everybody's ass for all those years. Like, the Spygate thing a little bit more, like, the NFL kind of saved the Patriots. That's more defiantly cheating. But, man, I don't know. And it's the other thing, too, is that the voting in these Hall of Fame votes, where how in the fuck is there only one player in the MLB who's ever had 100% Mariano Rivera? Like, what? Like, you writers just take an issue with it, and then the one guy comes on and goes, I didn't vote for Bill because I figured he was getting in, so I used my other votes for Roger Craig and the other guy.
That's not what it should be.
Because you know what I'm saying? Not a good excuse. You're either a Hall of Famer or you're not.
Agreed.
There's not this, I only get 3 of 5 votes, so I need to use my 3 votes
strategically. No, I know.
And that's what happens in baseball too. That's why these guys, why didn't you Derek Jeter 100% Hall of Famer? I don't think he's the greatest shortstop of all time. He's 100%. Like 100% Hall of Famer, and like he didn't get 2 votes because those 2 people. Why would you not?
Baseball's Hall of Fame has a whole other
they like to smell
it's a whole other bunch of issues with the morality that they allow, but morality didn't crush. So and that's what it feels like the NFL kind of brought in, especially with this year in Belichick.
Well, then T.O., remember?
Yeah, there was that too. I mean, but this seems more offensive.
Way worse.
And really, I think they should just take the vote from everyone. Take it away. Take it away. Those people shouldn't be voting.
If I'm a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, if I'm in the Hall and it's Belichick's time to get in and he doesn't get it, that just makes me feel like shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because you can have all the arguments. Well, he never did anything before Tom, and he never did anything after Tom.
That doesn't matter. Okay,
he still won 6 and went to 9.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank, dude. He's coached in, we're going into 60, right? So that means he's coached in 11 of the 60 Super Bowls. Okay? That's like 17% of all Super Bowls have featured Bill Belichick, dude.
Are you saying it's historic and you can't tell the game without him, but yet we're not going to put him into the Hall of Fame right away because of
trash? Because of Deflategate?
No, because Bill Polian was a fucking whiny puss and got his ass handed to him by Belichick for 2 decades and was sour puss about it. Sour grapes, dude.
But that's you still – we don't – and the thing is, at least with baseball, we see the percent, right? Like, we see it every year.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah only got – you need like 78% or 80%.
Right.
We get to see it. We don't know if he got 39 out of the 40. We don't know if he got 38. We don't know how many votes he missed it by.
I heard he missed it by 11.
Well, then that 11. So then he got only got
39 out of he needed. So he missed it by 1.
Are you saying that he was 11 under 40?
I was saying that there was 11 people that voted to not put him in.
So he missed it by 1.
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because you need 40 out of 50.
40 out of 50, 80%.
So he would have gotten 39 out of 50. See, shiesty, man. Fucking collusion. Like, you want to tell me them motherfuckers didn't know exactly what they were doing?
Eli didn't. It come out that Eli didn't make it again.
I saw that too. But that's more understandable.
More understandable.
Yes. Although
Drew Brees made it, I think.
Dude, if Joe Namath is in there for a historical
Joe Namath's career was awful.
Dude, he had more picks, more losses. Like, he statistically is the worst player in the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Without question. He had 1 Hall of Fame moment. Eli had 2. He 2 against
Tom Brady
and Belichick. Yes.
And the one team was the undefeated team, which the defensive line won that game.
I don't care, but you still had to quarterback it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. I'm never going to take anything away from the quarterback. You know me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand him not being a first, or I guess technically it's a second. Yeah.
I think he gets in eventually. And I think with Eli, I think he's like,
I think he will get in eventually because of the wins that he has.
He has Hall of Fame moments.
He has two
Hall of Fame
two
moments.
Super Bowls, and he's an MVP in both of them.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that David Tyree
throw, and then he had then he hit Plaxico open. Then he had the throw down the sideline in the second one.
To Mario Manningham.
Yep.
That was a great play. Breaking all of those tackles just to even throw that David Tyree ball was nuts. Like he dodged like 2 or 3 different sacks. He was getting dragged down by his collar, and he hucked that fucking thing. Like, so. I don't know. It really, getting back to the Belichick thing, it overall paints the Hall of Fame in a very negative light. In a very petty, it should only matter what happens on the field. Now, yes, I do understand those 2 scandals were a thing. They did rock the NFL community. But
Spygate more than Deflategate.
Sure, 1,000%. But if you didn't remove any rings, if you didn't remove any wins, if the overall stats are not impacted by those things, then you can't change his narrative. He's a first ballot, and that's
well, yeah. And I think we said, you've hindered every other coach is going to get.
How do you justify making any coach a first ballot Hall of Famer then?
Right.
Moving forward,
and then when they should be, Tomlin should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He never had a losing season. He can't be now.
But he's a locker room guy. We like him, so we're gonna vote him in.
I wouldn't be surprised if he in a couple years, if he doesn't go back to coaching, if he's a first ballot, and then it'll come up again.
5 years.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it either.
All right.
Well, coaching carousel has rounded itself out. There's one contract that hasn't been signed, but it's been mutually agreed on, I'm pretty sure.
I think Clint Kubiak's still fighting a moral battle.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, buddy. The Browns get their guy in Todd Monken, so they go offensive guy again.
That's a flame out hire. He's not going to do shit.
I didn't really know.
He's not going to do shit.
I was expecting something else. I don't know what, but it wasn't Todd Monken. I've expected the Browns to fuck this up, and they did. We'll see what happens. Maybe Todd Monken can do it. I don't know. Did you see him and Shador? We were going to draft you last year.
Yeah, okay. Sure. That's why you didn't go
to play
until
behind,
the 5th round, right?
Yeah, to play behind
Jackson.
LeVar.
Yeah. But no, so the Browns get Todd Monken. Bills, I don't think we touched on this last week. See, I don't know. This is weird. They didn't want to
elevate Brady
from the OC position. I don't know if I like it. I can't believe the Bean thing. That's fucking.
Talk about failing forward.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You literally should have. If you're going to dump McDermott, you had to dump Bean too. Keeping one and then just elevating the OC. I don't know, man. I think we might be on the Bills maybe taking a turn. I hope not, but it might be this might be the last hurrah for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this move.
I think. Well, go ahead, Trev.
I was just going to say I feel similar that I think a lot of poor decisions were made, but it still could possibly work out. He has a good relationship with JA. Like, you make a couple changes.
If he's healthy,
you always have a shot.
Your window.
But what makes you think that your roster is going to get better when you didn't move on from the GM that has put this roster together?
Drafted and signed the guys. No, I can understand.
I can understand. So they get their guy elevating. Cardinals today signed offensive coordinator from the Rams, Mike LaFleur.
Matt's brother. The second group of brothers in the NFL now as head coaches.
We'll see. I mean, they did what we talk about. They went from a defensive coach now to an offensive coach. We'll see how that plays out.
That one doesn't move the needle for me at all. Because he wasn't even calling the plays in LA. That's McVay anyway. So yeah,
he helped put the package together.
He was coordinating them.
I mean, other OCs have found pretty good success coming from under McVay, though.
Oh well, yeah. Kevin O'Connell, wasn't he just the quarterback coach? He wasn't even the OC, right?
Was he? I thought he was
No, he was not the OC.
Right? He was like the quarterback coach or the passing coordinator. So, the Niners get Raheem Morris back on the defensive side of the ball. They signed him today.
Easy sign.
Yeah.
You had to do it.
He has a relationship with Kyle. I feel better about that than hiring from within.
Yeah, I do too. I think hiring within, man, I don't love the hiring within.
Oh, here we go. For McVay, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, go for it. Yeah, lay it on us.
So, O'Connell. Oh, it doesn't have his
position.
It just has the damn.
That's all right. But I think he was maybe a quarterback coach. But
and then they also had Liam Cohen under him. Of course, Mike and Matt.
Mm-hmm. And Kubiak was under Kyle. He wasn't under.
Right.
Clint was under Kyle for a little bit.
He was under Kyle. Raheem Morris was also under.
Yep.
McVay. Oop. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, and then the Raiders have basically mutually agreed with Clint Kubiak to become their next head coach. Thank you. Maybe somebody's listening. I think maybe they're finally listening, Chuck. If you could listen about my...
Clint Kubiak going to pull the rug out from underneath the Raiders.
He's going to be the next head coach of the Raiders. Super stoked for that. I am fucking... That's the guy I've wanted. I've said it fucking all year.
Pete Carroll for some coaching tips.
So he lists Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, was it OC? Okay, so Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, Lino Conan, and Mike LaFleur. We'll see. All the McVay tree,
getting jobs.
Dude, I'm stoked for the Clint Kubiak. I know, Charlie, that's taken from you, but
take from him.
I am fucking so stoked. I feel like that this is like the way that
I more so just hate that it's the Raiders too.
That's fine. That's fine. You can hate that it is. I'm just super stoked, dude. Finally, I'm getting the coach that I wanted. The quarterback, hopefully I still have to wait till April.
I mean, hell, man. Like, good for Kubiak. I mean, it's, you got to strike when the iron's hot, and there were a multitude of positions open this carousel. And I think with, the ability to have that number one overall pick and $100 million in the offseason money.
In the court, who the quarterback you're going to be getting is. I think there's a lot of pluses into that.
I agree. I think that it definitely, serves him better than some of the other positions that he interviewed for.
I do too. I think that, and I'm biased. I've said for weeks now, for months now, that Clint Kubiak, I wanted him to be my head coach when you guys are asking me mid-season.
It's true.
I think we got I know that a lot of people love the John Harbaugh hire and for the Giants. I think we got one of the best hires of the group of the coaching carousels.
That's how I felt when we got McDonald. Like, I know that we went defensive and it worked out. Fuck off, yeah, for sure. You have to get the guy because you can get stuck. It's just like quarterbacks, right? In the sense of like, if you get stuck in that turnstile and you can't get out of it, you can't get a head coach, you can't get a quarterback. It's just suffrage year in and year out, and
it's rough, man. And when you look at it too, like,
and that's why
some franchises just have gotten.
That's why I think the Steelers have, like getting rid of Tom. Well, mutually parted or whatever. But like you had the coach, right, which is one part of the recipe.
But you never had since Ben left.
No, right.
You had never had a quarterback, and your offensive line wasn't
and
good
you're
until
still
this year.
You're still dragging teams to compete for the AFC North,
and that was one of the reasons that people said Mike left is because you never got the quarterback. Well, is that him not getting the quarterback right, or is it the GM that's not getting?
You also are in that you're always drafting at 20, 22, right? You're in the playoffs, but you don't make enough noise. But you can't move up the draft board to get picks 1 through 5.
You can trade.
Well, and they didn't.
That's a huge jump.
But they didn't. There's other guys that have got drafted. They didn't ever They went Mason Rudolph and they never got guys.
Mr. Two Gloves.
Kenny Pickett.
Little two glove.
That's what I'm saying. They never.
Yeah, dude.
They never went and got a dude.
Dude.
We never thought Kenny Pickett was going to be good.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They never, and then they didn't.
Started a game in LV this year.
Okay.
So did for 57
So did Geno Smith. Did you know?
Hey man, you guys, whatever you guys did, degraded him because he won 10 games for us in 3 seasons. So that's your fault.
Hey, I guess he was seeing ghosts. I don't know what he was seeing. Watching him play the
who's
position.
Not CBD, baby. Let's go.
Watching him play the position was sickening.
Do you think teams missed out on any coaches? Was there a Flores or a Vance Joseph that you think should have been hired?
I thought the Steelers should have hired Brian Flores.
I thought that made sense. I understand the holdup with other teams.
I wanted Brian Flores when we hired McDaniel. Brian Flores was getting let go by the Dolphins that same year, and I wanted Brian Flores that year because I was like, dude, look what he's done. Tua sucks. No wonder he doesn't want to start him. And I wanted Brian Flores. look at those years he had as a Dolphins coach. I thought he was going to be a good coach, and then now he's been one of the best assistant coaches and one of the best defensive play callers in the league for the last so many years now.
I kind of feel like he probably should have got another shot this cycle with all the teams open.
I can't believe he didn't get a shot. Like, you got Todd Monken getting hired. You got, like, some of these other
Browns
guys.
are so dumb, dude.
Well, the Browns,
Golly.
a lot of coaches pulled their hat out of the Browns interview carousel because of the weirdness of their interviews. They were having to take, like, tests and shit.
And, there were so many guys that just pulled their name. It was ridiculous. I mean, it's understandable at the same time, though.
Oh, man, that's a franchise you're not necessarily looking
What
forward
about
to.
Joseph, though? I mean, those defenses have been good the last couple of years.
I think Vance Joseph is a D coordinator.
I think that's exactly.
I don't think he's head coach, and I don't know if I
kind
think
of like McDaniel.
Yep, McDaniel takes the OC job. Good job with the Chargers. That's gonna be sick. Having to see him 2 times
then
every
you're
year.
also talking Josh McDaniels.
Oh, Josh McDaniels as well.
It's just
I thought he might actually get another shot after the year they had.
No.
I thought Josh McDaniels never getting another job.
No, he should.
Mike McDaniel, I thought might actually got.
Mike McDaniel might. He could revisit a coaching carousel.
Josh McDaniel's like
never.
Is like Dennis Allen.
Never. Ever consider making him my head coach ever again. After what he did in Denver, then what he did in Oakland, Las Vegas. Trash head coach. Trash head coach. Good coordinator.
Like Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen is
good
a hell of a
DC,
defensive coordinator, man. But he is not a head coach.
He was not good in Nolans.
No, and that was his second stint. He got the Raiders head coach job.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Because he was the DC in Denver. Right. And then got the Raiders, and then he went to DC under Sean Payton, and he had those Saints defenses locked and loaded.
And he did left, yeah.
And then he did a lot with the Bears. I thought he called a pretty good game for the Bears and stuff.
Dude, they should have beat the Rams. They should have been in that NFC Championship. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Doesn't matter anyway. Super Bowl.
I don't know. I thought that everybody, and then the Titans are hiring Brian Daboll. I think that's good. I think that's good for Cam
As their
Ward.
OC.
Yep.
So you're going to have Saleh and Daboll.
Oh, and Daboll loved Cam Ward coming out, so he's already done all the homework on him, like, draft-wise, because they were trying to get the number 1 pick. He wanted to actually trade up and get Cam Ward, is what I read.
I got a question.
Shoot.
Now that we have the end of the carousel, which team you think improves the most?
Mine.
Yours?
We have the worst fucking record.
The
Jets aren't on here. The Titans, maybe. Raiders or Titans, because of how bad you already were, right?
Yeah.
3 wins. Who's saying that we can't get double our win total and get 6? That's still a top. You're still drafting the top 10, getting 6 wins.
Sure, but I don't think he was necessarily asking it from that angle specifically in wins. I think you're more just referring to like who do you think got the better coaching candidate, like in general for their team, or are you talking specifically just in wins?
I guess a little bit of both, but I just like the.
I'll tell you who doesn't make sense to me is fucking Miami. Halfley in Miami inspires 0% of me.
That and Monken
and
Arizona, LaFleur. I don't know. All those seem like
desperation or just like getting a guy that they can.
Bills too.
Yeah,
I don't know. See that one.
Jesse Minter going to the Ravens. I'm so glad we didn't hire him. I don't know why. I don't know. Minter just not. He had a hell of a defense for 2 years. I don't know. He's going to the Ravens. That's what they needed him to turn around his defense.
Right,
but then you got to go find who's his OC. Have they hired an OC yet?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
That's interesting.
Whoever Lamar Jackson tells.
Lamar Jackson wanted them to go hire Clint Kubiak.
Well, yeah, and that's not going to happen. So, oh well.
Well, that's what he wanted. He wanted Clint Kubiak to be the head coach. Yeah. Falcons. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what he can do with Penix, I guess. I mean, Kirk Cousins most likely is going to get released, and he'll go be the quarterback of the Steelers once Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back.
I don't know why you don't keep him again for another year. You might as well. Penix isn't going to be 100% healthy. Because they're bringing in Stefanski, right?
But Cousins is, I don't know, for the money and for his age, it's probably better just to draft another guy or find a.
Cousins played under Stefanski, remember?
Yeah. In Minnesota.
That's Minnesota.
True. That's probably
Minnesota.
He was the offensive coordinator there before he got the Browns job.
And
it was Zimmer.
didn't they reconstruct his contract in
Yes.
some way? I don't know how much they got
to make it easier to release
move
him. I
off of
think.
him.
Yeah.
Though. That's why I was like, I don't know if they reworked it so he would stay on the team. Sure, but just to release him.
I love my hire. The Dolphins, like you said, the Giants probably got a great hire in
Yeah.
John Harbaugh.
The
Steelers, I don't know, man. The Mike McCarthy thing too is. I thought maybe him for like the Titans, but you don't. I mean,
do you think any of those teams make the playoffs next season?
well, the Bills.
The Bills. That's obvious.
I think
Okay.
Atlanta can.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. But we've
and the Ravens
we have
could.
Baltimore. Yeah,
we have literally thought Atlanta is going to be like
I know.
They're always on the precipice.
I know, yeah.
Never the.
the Ravens. Yeah. Did you see that Lindenbaum, their center, is a free agent? He's one of the top linemen. In
Yeah,
the
no, they did
They
not,
didn't.
yeah.
They didn't want to.
Right.
They didn't want to take up his fifth-year option
option,
because he's
yeah.
going to be the highest-paid center.
That's crazy.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, that is crazy because you
We're just
don't
gonna-
see good offensive linemen get moved out.
We're just going to pay.
not
We're just going to
re-signed.
pay all these old fuckers on the back end and not pay our fucking stud center that blocks Lamar
Oh,
Jackson.
don't worry. Maybe they'll trade him for a pass catching tight end.
Oh, like you guys did to Jimmy Graham.
Worked so well for a one bird team. Oh god, dude. It was the downfall of the dynasty.
That was.
That was literally like the splintering happened immediately after that trade. Like, yes, we had injuries on the back end that then didn't allow us to re-sign some big guys, and Cam Chancellor had to retire. Like, there's other reasons.
There's
but
a lot of things happened, but that was part of it.
that was the catalyst.
Dude, and I saw that, like, because I've been doing my free agent looking too now, going over and seeing what guys are available. There's some guys I like, man.
Me too.
Lindenbaum, I was like, fuck, dude.
So many teams are going to be trying to pay that
Correct.
man.
I mean, anybody can stay unless you have an all-pro center.
Yeah.
He's going to be an upgrade.
He's interesting. Mike Evans is a free agent. Do Bills better make a play for one of these fucks? Pierce from the Colts is a free agent. I really like
I
him.
like him too.
Stretch the field. There's
white
the
boy,
Bills.
go white boy,
The
go.
Bills have a guard that's also a free agent, and I was like, dude, that would be sick. I would love him. The fucking Packers tight end, or not tight end, left tackle. That's going to be the top left tackle. Do you see he got arrested for trying to get a gun through the airport or some shit?
Attaboy.
Nope.
What a fucking idiot!
Wow.
He had it in his carry-on or something.
Hey, you know your whole life that's going really well right now? Let's fuck it up real quick.
Dude. But he's a stud left tackle.
Common sense 2.0.
Tyler Algier is another guy that's a free agent.
Ooh.
I was like, dude, he'd be a great spellback for Genty. There's some guys out there.
I think he wants to go somewhere where he can be a one.
Probably.
Nevada native.
Romeo Dobbs.
Also,
Dude,
free agent.
the Packers and the Bills both need to be
Packers only have 74 fucking wide receivers. It's not
well, they need to
They'll
go
just
get
draft 74 more.
They just need to go get Mike Evans is going to be a hard commodity, I think, for Bills and Packers. Get that veteran wide receiver on your team.
Yeah, both of those could super use that. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a good bet myself. I'd love to get a free agent receiver on the Niners.
Wandale Robinson is one that I saw one of your beat writers called out.
Yeah.
The kid from the Giants that
I could
flies.
see why he would fit the Niners scheme.
Get it to him and let him fly. Yak.
Let it fly.
All right, boys. Let's preview it.
It's a big game, as they like to call it.
Next Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Trace.
Oh, boy.
Trace o'clock.
It is a weird time.
It is. There's no other game on at 3 o'clock.
Ever.
It's the only game. It's the only game in the NFL.
No, but I mean, it's what, 6 p.m. East
6
Coast?
p.m. East Coast.
So,
But
I
why
mean,
not just do
wait.
it 5 p.m. East Coast so it's 2 here or something?
Even on the holiday games, is there a game at 3 o'clock
No,
on
it's
Thanksgiving?
no, they're always noon.
It's noon.
I
It's
guess
10 or 9.
Well, I guess 3:30.
3:30.
They do the conference championships at 3:30.
At 12 and 3:30.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But I mean,
there's got to be one.
and if you're giving a team the full week off, why can't we just do it on Saturday? Super Bowl Saturday, so we can all be hungover on Sunday and not hungover on Monday.
You serve a good point there.
You already giving the teams already had 1 week off. Can we not do it on Saturday? And you can't tell me you would make more money for everybody.
Well, because you're not competing with anything either. College football's over.
right.
There's nothing in your way.
But you're right. I think it would be more money if they put it on Saturday
Because you're
all the businesses involved.
All the businesses, your bars, your local places would make way more money because people would pack them. We don't have to go to work tomorrow. let's go watch Super Bowl here. We don't have to do anything in our kitchen, you know? Like you can go to other places. It does.
Super Bowl Saturday. Think about it, NFL.
Well,
The Hall of Fame voters probably voted on it.
Ew.
It just it's just irritating.
All right, so for the preview,
Seahawks,
obviously out of the AFC, we have
the Pats, who
the
are
Patriots.
technically the home team.
Yes, this is a rematch of Super Bowl 49.
Ooh,
They're wearing their
completely different coaching staff and team.
They're wearing their all whites.
Correct. We're wearing our all blues.
You guys are going all blue.
All navy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we said it last night and Chuck didn't like us saying it last night. I don't.
You don't.
This is a Super Bowl that's going to be like one of those ones where you're trying to find a reason the Patriots can win. It's like looking at it. I know the Patriots defense is better than people say it is and that kind of stuff.
It's played
it is
better recently.
Really hard to look at this game and see a different outcome other than one. I really feel that way watching the Seahawks play the last so many weeks. They shut the Niners down twice in 3 weeks. You end up not beating the piss, but you beat the Rams.
Should have. The Rams.
Should have. I mean, the only thing that hung them in was Tyreek Woolen doing stupid shit and Matt Stafford playing almost a perfect game when they were able to move the ball. I
agree, though. You look at it and at all levels of the team, I give the edge to Seattle.
Yeah,
maybe quarterback you could say not, but recently Sam Darnold's been playing better than.
I think they're both playing probably right about that same level. I mean, I don't know if May had a really good game against, but the last game's hard to. You were in the fucking blizzard ass weather.
Well, even then, he still had. I mean, they scored points, but he's turning the ball over.
He had the two biggest runs of the whole game, though.
Sure did.
That run, he had the two runs that kept them alive. So I don't know. I don't even know if I give it. I mean, I think quarterback's the only thing you maybe could look at giving the edge to Patriots. Other than that, I think Seattle has receivers, running backs. Even though Charbonnet's hurt, I still like Walker more than I like. Henderson really hasn't had a lot of touches lately. Kind of weird.
They've been riding Ramondre.
Yeah. Offensive line, defensive line. Defensive line for the Patriots is pretty good, but it's still not as good as the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Linebacking core. I love Spillane. He's still not as good as Ernest. And then your backfield, you have maybe Gonzalez. Maybe Gonzalez is better than Spoon and Woolen.
But he's one.
Their other kid's pretty good too. Who's the other back for them? They got two good cornerbacks. The other kid's pretty good.
Wilson, isn't it, or something?
No, it's a kid. I can't think of his name. They drafted him too. But so maybe cornerback would be the other position. Maybe just because of Gonzalez. I mean, that kid's
He's great.
Fucking stud.
He is.
I saw some crazy number with his shutdown rate in the fourth quarter is in the last so many games he hasn't had a completion against him in the fourth quarter or something. It's insane.
I think I picked him for DPOY.
You did.
That won't come to fruition.
You did. Well, just Garrett had a monster fucking year.
Are you thinking Carlton Davis?
Yeah,
that's
Carlton
it.
Davis.
Yeah, that's
it. Carlton Davis. He's the other guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I give it to the Patriots, but I mean,
you might as well call that a push,
right?
And maybe we call the quarterback
a push
too, and then the rest of them, Seattle gets the lean.
I mean, if you're doing going through it, I'd have a hard time finding a position that was hey, the Patriots got him here.
Yeah, and I am cheering for Sam. I love his story. I love him as a person.
Me too.
He's only 28 and he had to go through so much early in his career, all the shit, and to get to this point is just incredible.
Especially after last year, you had the really bad game against the Lions.
Oh yeah,
and then you had the really bad game against whoever they played in the Rams.
Everyone crushed him for the offensive line falling apart and them getting pressure on him.
He got sacked 8 times in that game against the Rams. Yeah, man, I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, the way that he played against the Rams last week was
that was sick.
Sick. It was.
So out of you guys know, I'm a quarterback. I root for quarterbacks. I have for years. It goes, Josh and the Matt. Sam is number 3. I haven't had a quarterback to root for in fucking forever. So, I mean, Sam's number
Until
3
April.
on my fandom. Yeah, then Fernando. But Sam's got to be number 3 in my fandom of quarterbacks. Like, USC guy, the way he's handled his business after, like, the shitty jet years going to Carolina. He sits behind Purdy and hangs out with Kyle for a year, goes to the Vikings and takes them to a 14-3 season. They don't want him back, or it comes out. Basically, now it looks like
big miss.
Basically, now it looks like the GM's kind of like the deciding factor in that.
Yeah, I mean,
If you fire the GM,
that's a
after
big
this,
miss.
This is a big yes. And so he's goes to Seattle, which I wanted Sam in the offseason, and we traded for Geno, and Chuck got Sam, and it's all played out.
Yep.
Fam, I was not.
Excuse me.
Say again.
The fact that the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl is still kind of like a pinch me. Like, we were not, with all of the dogs that were in the NFC, we were not supposed to be here. And
I don't know. It's kind of been that kind of crazy year, though.
In both. Like,
In
I
AFC
thought,
and
and I was
NFC.
thinking about this when I was kind of thinking about what we were going to do today. The football season this year has been so crazy because there's been other years where we have gotten more NBA stuff in throughout.
right.
With college football and the NFL being so crazy and not like, hey, Alabama and Georgia, and not being so predictable,
right.
it made our pods so much more interesting because it was always an up and down through the whole season of NFL, of college. We had Indiana win a fucking national title this year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're having the Notre Dame. We had a Miami team make it in on the last week
At number 10
at
and get
number
all the way to
10
the finals.
and get all the way to the finals. I mean, it's just been such a year of NFL football. And, we saw the Broncos come back for like 31 points earlier in the year in like a quarter.
Against the Giants. Yeah, that was
I mean,
nuts.
we've seen some crazy shit this year. And I think that, it's kind of shown all the way through the playoffs too. I mean, Patriots and Seahawks are right here.
Yeah. 60-0 Seahawks. Let's go.
At least if it's a good.
Oh, I don't want to see one at all. I want to see an
I know.
absolute blowout. I don't care.
I know you
I
do.
could give a
We
shit
wanna
less
see-
about.
I
Yeah, I could give
understand.
a shit less
I
about the
understand.
general public.
Yeah, I understand.
When we won 43-8 against the Broncos and it was never in doubt, that was the greatest feeling.
I think I was
like-
watching the game at your house, right? Were we watching the game at your house and I just had hernia surgery in your basement?
Oh, yeah.
It was me, you, and Pat, and I don't remember who else was over. I had just had hernia surgery,
Okay.
and it was a week. It had been 1 week since I had hernia surgery. Like I had limped down the stairs and
Right.
shit,
Oh,
and
yeah.
sat in the couch.
Those chairs are kind of
these guys-
treacherous.
Yeah, because remember his stairs were like this at the house.
Slanted,
So
yes.
that's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
watched that Super Bowl. Peyton first fucking snap over his
his
head.
head.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
Yeah, I know it was just foreboding for the rest of the game. I mean, these teams do match up well against each other, though. It should be a good back and forth.
Yeah, you got a serious prediction for the score?
Yeah, 60-0.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? So if you're the defense,
No, 35-7,
if you're the
Um,
defense for the Patriots, you're putting.
74-17.
Are you putting Christian Gonzalez on JSN the whole game
Yes.
and seeing if he can shut JSN down?
I mean,
Shadow him.
sure. Yeah, go for it. Then
He's the guy you want to take away most.
We'll take Cup and Shaheed and AJ Barner.
make him work it through there. That
You
seems
have
like a
to,
Vrabel
right?
move.
Yeah, you have to, right? Go Christian on him, then you probably put Carlton Davis on Cup, and then you're just I don't know who covers the linebacker if you bring a safety, or who covers the tight end Barner if you bring a safety up, and then it's really like is he gonna hit another 50 dimer?
It's all right,
Like,
man.
You know what I'm
Watch
saying?
out for Jake Bobo coming in hot. All right.
Yeah, he had a right game too.
Yeah, dude, he had a touchdown in the conference championship game. Whoop, whoop. Whoop,
I think I
whoop.
saw a prop on him to
I
have
did too.
a half a catch. So if he
So
gets
I
one catch,
catch-
One catch.
Well, he's only got
You win that
4 all
prop.
year, so I mean, yeah.
but he's catching them lately.
Right. Absolutely. No, legitimate pick. Seahawks 176-0.
I think like 35-14,
Okay.
35-10,
I love that.
35-13.
I'm okay for that.
I don't know how much points the Patriots get.
No, we have an averaging 30 in the playoffs too.
And I think that maybe 28, 27. Maybe Seattle gets a field goal in there, 31, something like that. One of those weird numbers. And I think you're looking at maybe 1 touchdown, maybe 13 points by Patriots. I don't think it's close.
Yeah, I'm thinking something similar, like a 31-17 kind of game.
Yeah, because I think that I don't think that if the Patriots had like a more
Love
dominant, if the Patriots had more of a dominant edge, they don't really have a sack guy. They do really good containing stuff, but they don't really have a sack guy. You know what I'm saying? So nobody really to get after Sam. That's like the one. If you're going to let him sit, he's going to throw.
I mean, they will bring pressure more than what the Rams did.
But you're going to be bringing pressure against Seattle. That's taking one guy off the defense spot.
Yeah, and with Sam playing the way he is, I just feel like he's going to find that.
With Shaheed and JSN down over the middle catching yak, and then you got Shaheed going down the sideline. I mean, I think you want to try to keep as many guys in the back as you can. But you might have to bring pressure to get to him. I don't know if you can get to him with 4.
Well, I mean, we got a whole week of Super Bowl media coming up. And then, like I commented on earlier, we're not going to run a pod Super Bowl Sunday.
No, because I was going to be late anyway. So
yeah, and so we're just
got football to watch.
Yeah, we'll be
Super
prep
Bowl.
prep day.
Prep day.
Prep. Yeah.
Figure out what we're doing for dinner.
Drinks and
Yep.
All sorts of fun
party.
things. Party. So we hope you have your
try not to be hungover.
Jesus Christ, dude. Today was tough, bro. We barely got through a 4.6. This isn't even a 5%er, y'all.
A one pod.
So one beer pod. Yeah, this was more just an NFL pod, Super Bowl preview pod. Yeah, no, that's Brew Haha gave us a.
I drank a lot. I think
haha.
Yeah, once I found those 3, I started going
hard.
Yeah, I was doing good at the beginning of like just going and moving, and then all of a sudden it was.
That one, those glasses.
That was already gone. Oh shit! The one lady goes, "You're back again." I said, "Yeah,
I need
thirsty."
More of
she goes, "Here, I'll give you a full one this time." I said, "Thank you."
Nice.
You won't have to see me anytime soon. So I hope you and yours enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Enjoy the Bad Bunny concert.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's so. Why? I don't understand that. Where did that come from?
Well, he is technically the most streamed artist over the last 3 years. So, like, his fan base outside, like, at the Latin American, he is basically like the Michael Jackson of Latin music right now. Like, he has a shitload of people behind him, just not us. Just not them white people. I don't speak a Spanglish. Sorry. Not that he makes some good music, I guess, but I don't know what the fuck he'd be saying.
I don't know what he makes.
I don't know. Well, you're going to find out on February 8th. Stay tuned.
Mute that shit. We'll put something else on.
Turn on some fucking metal.
Turn on some fucking Star Wars or something. Or I don't know. Fucking. I just thought that was such a weird pick. Like, we have so many of these artists now that are just blowing up these charts, and I don't know. Whatever, Super Bowl.
Whatever, Super Bowl.
Whatever.
43-8, part 2. Let's go. We need this ring back, boys. We got to get this fucking ring back from these stupid fucking Patriots. Watching Tom Brady jump up and down like a fucking third grader when that pick happened. All right, go Hawks. We'll see you for 128 soon.